If I were to try to summarize how I'm feeling right now, I'm pretty sure I would use this clip from The Incredibles.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
I'm not happy, Marvel. Not happy. Hello and welcome back to Bits and Scripts, where media literacy is still alive and well. So Comic-Con has been going on, and Marvel just had their Hall H event. And among everything that was presented in Hall H was an announcement that shocked everybody. So first things first, the Kang stuff has been officially dropped because of the legal stuff that's been going on with Jonathan Majors. And who are they bringing back for Secret Wars? Our favorite directors, the Russo brothers. And during the Hall H event, the Russo brothers said that they have to do one film before Secret Wars to introduce a character that will be important to Secret Wars. A character that they couldn't do Secret Wars justice without. And who is this character, you might ask? Victor Von Doom. And the film that he's going to be featured in will be Avengers Doomsday. But it's who they chose to play Dr. Doom that is a little shocking, and for a lot of people, upsetting.
Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Yep, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom. Now, the reaction to RDJ playing Dr. Doom has been, from what I've seen, mostly negative. And it's negative for a good reason. Now, some people are upset about this casting because Robert Downey Jr. isn't Romani. And as we know, Dr. Doom is from Latveria. Therefore, they think that a Romani actor needs to be playing Dr. Doom. Which, in my opinion, I don't think it's necessary to have him be Romani. Like, I'm pretty sure Robert Downey Jr. is going to use an accent of some sort. For others like me, the problem is not RDJ's nationality. It's that the MCU started with RDJ being Iron Man. He was Iron Man for 10 plus years, and he had a good send-off in Endgame. The end of Endgame made me feel like I actually lost a loved one. But now to bring him back just kind of feels weird, and it doesn't feel right. Now, I'm not saying that RDJ isn't a good choice for Dr. Doom, but there are so many actors that they could have used for Doom. So many actors that would have been perfect for the role. But they chose Robert Downey Jr. And while they were introducing him, one of the Russo brothers was saying that in a multiverse of possibilities, so the fact that he used the word multiverse hints that this will be a variant of Doom. Now, I like multiverse stuff as much as the next guy, but if you're going to give us Dr. Doom, why not give us the 616 Doom first? Why a variant if that's the way you're going? Now, my initial reaction to this news is on TikTok, and the comments to my reaction were very rough, to say the least. The one comment I got the most was, read the comics. I have. And that's why I don't like this choice. Because the comics you're referring to would be, 1, the infamous Iron Man, where Victor Von Doom himself becomes Iron Man, but is still very Dr. Doomish. And the other one is a one-shot comic, it's a what if, and in that comic, Doom swaps minds with Tony Stark. So Tony's mind is in Victor's body, and Victor's mind is in Tony's body. Neither comic justifies this casting. Neither comic justifies a variant of Doom being presented first before the 616 Doom. Now, I've said in one of my TikTok videos that perhaps the 616 Doom is going to be introduced in the Fantastic Four movie because that was also featured at Comic-Con this year. So maybe in that movie we'll get a peek at who is actually playing Doom. Because again, it just seems like RDJ's Doom is a variant. And the only way that will work is if Tony, as a baby, was adopted by the Von Dooms and he's given the name Victor Von Doom. But even that would be a crappy storyline. The real reason as to why they casted RDJ is quite simple when you think about it. The MCU hasn't been of the best quality in quite a few years. Yeah, it has its okay projects here and there, but mostly they're slipping. And I have been very vocal on TikTok about why I don't watch the MCU movies anymore. I quit after Love and Thunder, and I didn't even want to see that one. Because the problem with the MCU is that the story that they try to create in each movie is very much drowned out by all of the oversaturated humor, and all of these movies have been too much fun. I'm not saying a movie can't be fun, and I'm certainly not saying that a movie can't have a joke here and there. But with MCU films since Guardians, I would say, there's a joke like every 2 minutes. The humor has become so much that it doesn't matter what new movie comes out. The humor is already stale by the time it delivers its first joke. Because humor is the cash cow that Marvel Studios has been milking the shit out of for years. And when a movie's too fun, I'm talking about this. Martin Scorsese had said that Marvel movies and superhero movies in general just feel like theme park ride movies or theme park movies. It's all about the thrill and the spectacle and not so much the story. Now, when Scorsese said this, at first, I very much disagreed with him. But with the newer films, yeah, he's right. The spectacle, the thrill, and the oversaturated humor drown out what is actually the backbone of a good film, and that's its story. There is nothing wrong with humor, there is nothing wrong with spectacle, and there is nothing wrong with thrills. But when making a film, you have to learn how to balance all of those. And unfortunately, Marvel Studios has lost its balance with all three of those components, and how they mix them in the bowl along with the story. So what comes out of the oven is way too sweet and way too intense. While I'm still using baking terms, there's more sugar than there is nutrition. And over the years, there have been a lot of people that have walked away from the MCU, like me, solely for the reason that these movies aren't really good anymore. They don't have the quality that they used to have. Yeah, there are good projects here and there, but putting sprinkles on shit does not change the fact that it is shit. And I believe that Marvel Studios thinks that in order to bring back some of these lost audience members, they have to give them something worth coming back for. And they thought that bringing in RDJ to play one of the most iconic characters in Marvel, Victor Von Doom, would be a good idea. They thought it would bring some of that lost audience back. The audience that fell in love with the first 10, 12 years of Marvel movies that RDJ was in. Because again, he started all of this. So they thought that he could keep it going. However, many people will agree, this was the wrong choice. Now, do I not want Robert Downey Jr. to come back to the MCU? Of course I want him to come back. But if you're gonna bring him back, first of all, bring him back right. Secondly, don't bring him back as another character. To bring back RDJ, who played such an iconic character in the MCU, that had such an amazing send-off, his return needs to be equally as amazing. But I don't believe playing Doctor Doom is it. I believe that this casting was very sloppy, and they casted RDJ as an iconic character to bring butts into the seats, to bring back some of the audience that was lost, and this was just basically a giant cash grab. Because who in the Marvel fandom doesn't love RDJ? What do you guys think of this casting? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think RDJ is going to be amazing as Doom, or do you think he'll be okay? Let me know in the comments, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, good night everybody.